Was born in the year 2000. I was quite literally born into collapse, and ever since the dawn of my existence, society has been just slowly collapsing. And what's so frustrating to me is like, why would I make plans for my future? Why would I try to worry about money?
Welcome to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel. City boy! City boy! All right, man. The Gen Z man is tapping out of society. Let's listen to them. Let's let them talk, man. I get the frustration, but I do think we kind of have to have some resiliency and try to, push back. You know, what do they say? Fight the power that be. Fight the power. Fight the power that be. Anyways, this young lady's channel is Trashista. Trashista. I don't know what that means. The title of this video is Everything Stupid. If you want to go check her out, show some love. That's why I would take the beginning of the video to, let you know where we're watching this from and developing our conversation piece. But hey, if you rock with me, you can like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm Black Pegasus. Link in the description to my other channels and other whereabouts. And let's get it, man.
Life around money. I was born in the year 2000. I was quite literally born into collapse, and ever since the dawn of my existence, society has been just slowly collapsing. And what's so frustrating to me is like, why would I make plans for my future? Why would I try to worry about money? Why would I center my life around money? That makes absolutely no sense. Because everything that's happening right now is evidence of the fact that none of that matters. It will never bring you an ounce of security. You can have insurance and it will be taken away from you. You can have your health and it will be taken away from you. You can have your 401k, your stocks, your investments, whatever, and they will always be taken away from you. And thankfully for me, I don't have any of those things. People ask me what I want to do with my life, and literally all I want to do is have access to nature, be surrounded by people I love, work on my art every day, and not constantly feel like my nervous system is on a high wire. I just want my body to relax.
Okay, I need some help here. I don't want to be like unsensitive to what Gen Z is going on, but I really was listening to what she was saying. And all I heard was, I want to be lazy. I don't want to do shit. I want to lay in a grassy field under a fucking tree and draw sketches all day with my family dancing around me, kissing my ass. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I get it. Working sucks. It absolutely does, especially when you don't work for yourself. It really sucks. But at the end of the day, even in the primitive times, you got to go forage for fucking food. And I don't think the freaking ladies were happy having to forage through these places while the men go out and hunt food. And on that day where they didn't get shit and they just had to warm up some water and put some seaweed and have a soup, I don't think they were like, oh, I hate this 9 to 5. I want to, bruh. It's just you do what you have to do. Am I tripping? Because I'm Gen X, okay? So, we got boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. And I guess, because I started working at the age 14 for like 5 something an hour. That's what I did. That's what I lived through. And it sucked. I hated working, especially then I went up the ranks. I think I was like 16 when I started landscaping, mowing lawns and doing all this bullshit. $8 an hour. Made a little more money, but it was way harder work, So I'm listening to her complain and talk about how she was born into the collapse. And if I wanted to be honest and argue about that, things come and go, right? But she sounds like she's from America, right? And I can't say you were born in a collapse. I can say you were born, like, there's been some economic disasters. There's been some huge ups and downs. But like when you really travel the world, do we even know what collapse is? If we go through history and go to the Great Depression and how people went to the bank and they just were like, hey, all the money's gone. I don't know if you were born into a collapse, my sweet dear. If honest, you were born in the great bubble. The fake bubble that's probably going to pop pretty soon. And the way you look at money is kind of disturbing because money's just a tool. I wouldn't look at it like the end all be all or go, why would I do this for money? Because it's a tool, and tools help you open doors and fix things and live a life and actually tools, money as a tool can help buy your freedom if you see it that way. And if you're willing to put in the work for a certain amount of time. I get it when you look at it through the lens of I have this dead end job, I'm not working towards anything else. Absolutely. But even people who've had dead end jobs, just people who budget and have like, there's these incredible stories I've been watching about people who just had the most minuscule money. They invested it in the market over years. You know, they had nothing. They barely had nothing, but they would just put their extra money into the market, and they like passed away millionaires. It's like, what the anyways, I understand the pressure though, because I was like this. I hated working for other people. I hated work because I was a telemarketer. I worked in construction. I had to work day labor. I was a landscaper. I sold furniture. I sold knives. You name it. I did it, right? Hustler. I sold freaking wheat. I sold Mary Jane in the streets as a side hustle when you could actually go to prison for selling it. I hustled, okay? But hearing her just, I don't know. I don't understand it. Y'all let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just empathetic and unsensitive because it just sounds like she don't want to do anything. And I'm like, bro, I'm 45. My body's starting to hurt. It's starting to get worn down. I don't want to do anything, but I still do a ton. I got kids. I don't really have a choice, But I do a lot right now too because I would like to retire and hopefully retire early. I don't want to retire when I'm 65. I don't want to be, I'd like to spend more mobile and agile Pegasus, retired. Will it happen? I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm on the shot clock too, baby girl. I'm on the shot clock. I'm trying to get it too. But just this whole give up attitude, like like my formal resignation from giving a F. Okay. Okay. We'll see how that plays out. I'm just saying.
Thankfully for me, I don't have any of those things. People ask me what I want to do with my life, and literally all I want to do is have access to nature, be surrounded by people I love, work on my art every day, and not constantly feel like my nervous system is on a high wire. I just want my body to relax.
It's just interesting. Am I tripping? So this is what I want, okay? I do like getting to relax, but my main thing is like I want to work out, which hurts because I want to feel a certain way. I want a certain quality of living. I want to look a certain way. So I work out. I do jujitsu because I want to be able to defend myself just in case some bullshit happens. I want to work my ass off and sweat blood, sweat, and tears and feel the agony of working hard so I can provide for my family, so they can have things, so my kids can eat, so the medical stuff that my daughter's going through is covered. Those are the things I want. Now, would I love to lay on a beach and go on a cruise every day? For a little bit. I wouldn't want that for my life. I want to chill on a beach in Hawaii and eat fish tacos, but not forever. I don't. I'd probably get bored in a month. I do love sightseeing and checking things out, but it's like even when I'm doing that, I'm like, where's the gym, man? I'm feeling like I'm getting chunky. Like when I start getting chunky, I feel like I get brain fog, all these different things. So I'm kind of wired to working at some capacity, even though sometimes I burn out and I hate it. But when I burn out, it's like I only need a little bit of time just to recalibrate because I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. And especially, I guess, when you do things you're a little more passionate about and you work for yourself, maybe there's more incentive. So let me give her a grain of salt there. But it's just like she's not giving me anything to work with yet. We'll see.
People get so angry when you're like not willing to participate. Like, no, I don't want to do anything. No, I don't.
I don't care if you participate or not. What did that homie say? It's about to be the time of the have-nots and the have-yachts. And it's really your decision-making and how you perceive things and how you work forward. I mean, what is she saying? Like, what is she really saying?
Oh, why would I? And people hate that because it makes them acknowledge the fact that, oh, actually this is nonsense. There literally is nothing to do. And you know what? The system that we live under is abusive. Like, we're actually being abused. And you know what you have to do to an abuser? Gray rock. You got to take your time, your money, and your energy back. You have to actually find ways to protect yourself from them by disappearing from their eye. This page is...
What the is she talking about? Let's just go back for a second. If you were in nature, if all of this bullshit was gone, would you say, oh, these lions are trying to abuse me? Oh, this I can't find a water source. The nature is trying to abuse me. I just always go back to the most simple form of what's being expressed. Because yeah, there's the system does abuse, but everything can abuse you at some capacity. So why are we acting like this is the only thing? Oh, because of this system, I'm being abused. I just want to be a part of nature. Biatch, if you run into some poison ivy, is it abusing you? If you get attacked by a snake while you're chilling in nature, is it abusing you? Like, I just don't get the premise, man. I'm a D, C level student, man. Maybe she's an A student. I'm just not calibrated. I'm sorry, young lady. You got the answers. Let's hear some more.
Is like literally just turning into watching me become more radical every day. Oh my God, I didn't realize it was radical that I believe people should be able to eat and have housing and community.
I just think it's so entitled. That's what I think. That's just me. Because she's like, oh, we should just have this. And I'm like, no, we should work for it. We have to work for it. And then we got to keep it up. That's just how I think.
Oh my God, is that really such a radical take? I get comments all the time and they're like, oh, you just don't want to do anything. You just don't want to put in the work. No, I don't. No, I do not. I want.
And the person like me who's putting in this work, paying a shit ton of taxes, which I'm trying to figure out to find the loopholes better, because I didn't realize this shit is crazy. I'm probably paying taxes for like 20 people, and one of them's her. Ain't that some
a vibe. I want to live my life.
I want a vibe.
Like, no, I don't. Like, I'm planning on continuing my degree, but now I'm kind of like, why would I do that when I can look up the course material on the internet?
Yeah, first and foremost, bruh, come on. Let's have an intervention, young lady. Come on in. Why, if all this shit you're complaining about, would you go get a degree? I've done so many videos on how college is such the worst decision most people make. And with chat, like she said, she could learn it online. But with Chat GPT, it's really at your fingertips. You really can, like, you don't need textbooks. You don't need none of that shit no more. She is fucking tripping. She'd rather go to, oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. You have to work in school to be the best, to be good, to get good grades. People are tripping, man.
And just learn it myself at my own pace. I'm going to go back into the education system where I actually don't fit that mold at all whatsoever. And I constantly feel that all the time
because you don't want to work.
Because I love what I'm doing so much, but I can't keep up with it. No, thanks. I'll take myself out and go have a good time learning about what I want to learn. And if I want to teach, maybe that one day will be my mutual aid. I'll just like go to communities and teach them about things that they aren't able to get access to because they're not able to meet the quotas that like the education system wants them to meet. I desire nothing except to be a degenerate and a lowlife and actually just genuinely annoying to everybody. I think that's what.
And I'm just wondering if she made the video to troll. So I'm just over here going on a rant just for no reason because she's like, no, I'm just making this as content. I'm a content creator and I actually make good money off TikTok. Oh my God.
My life mission is now from this point forward. I've been doing a really good job of that exactly, but on accident. And like, you can't even focus on health and wellness. Like every single time I try to do that, like I try to focus on my mental and physical health, there are 1,100,000 roadblocks in the way because of the system that we're living under. It's actually hilarious. And people are like, oh, you can't do that because you'll burden other people. Dude, guess what? I've been trying to operate under the system. I've been trying to like have achievements. I've been trying to get healthy and get better. And actually that's making me more of a burden to other people because it keeps leading me to burn out and crash out.
I mean, I get the burnout and crash out. I burn out like every other day. I'm sitting here recording this, after just running a few concerts, going to Denver, helping, build these studios and all this other stuff I do. And my family's out of town. I'm like literally it's Saturday night when I'm recording this. Man, I'm just not going to do anything but record because I have friends, but they're all mainly in Denver and I don't like going to Denver. So I only see them here and there. So I'm just going to be lonely tonight. But instead of just sitting here crying about it and being like, oh, I miss my family. I want to see my kids. Oh, I just record. I'm just like, okay, this is a form of, this is doing well for me. And I make a little income off of it. And when I wasn't making income off of it, I was recording. And now I do make income off of it. And I just, I record sometimes when, I don't know. I just think it's interesting. And I'm not acting like recording is this hard ass job. It's just you can have a mental burnout. I'm not over here complaining though. When have you seen me get on YouTube or TikTok or anything else? Man, it's so hard to be a creator these days. They want you to record 30 videos. I don't give a fuck. I just do what I do. I actually, probably out of most of the people I know, I'm one of the most savage people with recording and working because I will push the shit to the limits, whatever I do. Except for jujitsu. Now that I'm getting older, I kind of have to protect my body, right? Anyways, I like the conversation that ensued from this girl's TikTok. Hopefully she was just trolling because she seems like she's delusional at some capacity. I get it though. I wanted to tap out of society when I was young. Let's see. Exactly. Our country is built on narcissistic abuse. They gaslight us into thinking we don't deserve basic human rights unless we earn them. Sounds like my childhood. Yeah, it's like they break our Jenga tower every time, so we are smart to stop building it. Who leaked my internal monologue? The people at the top don't have to put any work. They make everyone else feel like they do. This is crazy. Worst part is that, you know what? I guess I'm getting landslided, y'all. No one believes. I guess I'm wrong. Looks like if we're going to go ahead, I'm getting ratioed in her comments. Society is so bad that people just want to not be scared of being homeless and starving. Now, one person talked about how hard they worked and it didn't work out for them. Because everyone that I know that works hard is doing pretty well. And that's in Gen Z as well. Because if you guys didn't know, like I work with young rappers, and the young rappers I know that actually work and do are actually doing pretty good. It is exhausting feeling like any move you make to survive is just perpetuating the system. Girl, I've been in a functional freeze state for the past 4 years. It's dystopian. I simply refuse to do the daily outrage. I'm old enough to remember this first term. Perfectly said. I hope more people in our gen wake up to this. Genuinely though. This is why, what's that fool's name? Klaus Schwab was said they will eat the bugs and they will live in pods. Everyone in this comment section, that's what they're getting. Every person in this comment section is going to live in a pod and eat bugs because they don't want to do shit. They want to chill. AI is going to come, then robots are going to do their job. And what they're going to do is use a percentage of the money that these robots and artificial intelligence create is going to some type of tax bracket. And it's going to go to all the people who are out of work. So you can eat cockroach protein bars that taste like freaking peanut butter and jelly. And so you can sleep in pods. That's what's going to happen to Gen Z. I guarantee it. Anyways, let me know what I got, what I missed. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Holla.
City boy, city boy.